As for the federal party leaders today, they are attending Get Out the Vote events and casting their own ballots. Liberal leader Justin Trudeau will be voting this morning in his Montreal riding. Conservative leader Andrew Scheer making a stop this morning in Regina, then plans to vote this afternoon. NDP leader Jagmeet Singh voted at an advance poll, will make an appearance this morning in his riding of Burnaby, BC. Green leader Elizabeth May will be voting this morning in BC. She'll also be in Victoria, touring some spots in BC throughout the morning. Danielle Smith from Global News Radio 770 CHQR joins us this morning from Toronto. We've sent you out there for the big show, Danielle.
Oh, I'm so excited about it tonight. I'm going to be on this panel with Supriya Dwivedi and Charles Adler and Ryan Jesperson. We were rehearsing all weekend, so we've all got our lines down and our zingers, and none of it's going to matter because we were practicing with false numbers, and no one even knows what's going to happen tonight. When you look at the polls, and I think Dwayne Bratches was describing it, you got a third of them showing that we're going to see Conservatives come out ahead, third of them showing the Liberals are going to come out ahead, and a few others that are showing it's a dead heat tie, which is kind of where it's been since the beginning of the campaign. So a couple of major races to watch. And the thing I'm most interested in is, number one, what he was pointing about Quebec, because if the Liberals do better in Quebec than the polls suggest, they might be en route to a majority. But we're going to have to wait until BC's numbers come in, because if the Conservatives do better than expected in BC and win half of Ontario, then they might be on track to win something close to a majority. So I think this is probably one of the most exciting elections that we've had in recent times. The other ones that I recall, we had a pretty good idea of who was going to emerge the successor or the victor coming into Election Day. I don't think anyone has any idea tonight. So outside of Atlantic Canada, Ontario, are you watching it for anything in particular tonight? I am interested to see whether or not that seat up in Edmonton goes NDP, because that's an interesting indicator. Rachel Notley took a long time to say that she was going to support Jagmeet Singh, and part of it is because he's been back and forth. He's been really ambivalent on the issue of where he stands on the Trans Mountain Pipeline. I think people are worried, especially since that's his riding. If we're looking to the NDP to form the balance of power and Trans Mountain gets cancelled, that's going to create real problems in Alberta, and also real problems for the NDP in Alberta. So I'll be watching to see whether or not that offers some kind, and in some ways, if that's going to be what we face, having an NDP representative in some kind of working coalition from a city that's going to be impacted by a Trans Mountain decision, that might be a positive. So that'll be the one that I'm watching most closely tonight. Certainly only time will tell to see what really happens and shakes down tonight. Danielle, have a good show. Danielle Smith from Toronto today. Thank you. Part of our big election coverage tonight. And of course, we'll tell you more about it right now. Global News has you covered, both locally and across the country. Global National's Donna Friesen is hosting the results coverage starting at 7 tonight.